Meet the ECOVACS DEEBOT X12 OmniCyclone, a robot vacuum and mop designed to handle much more than everyday dust. It combines 22,000 Pascal suction, focus jet stain treatment, the Osmo Roller 3.0, smart obstacle detection, and an automated station that washes and dries the roller. It also handles carpets, edges, hair, and stubborn messes with minimal input. So with all these features packed into one system, let's see how well the X12 actually performs in everyday cleaning. Getting started is surprisingly simple. Fill the clean water tank, add the cleaning solution, connect the robot through the app, and you're ready to go. The voice-guided setup makes the process easy, even if this is your first robot vacuum. The X12 then creates a map of your home, which you can customize inside the app. One important thing to know is that this is the bagless OmniCyclone version. Instead of using disposable dust bags, it has a 1.6-liter dust collection container that you empty yourself. ECOVACS also sells the X12 Pro OMNI, which uses a traditional dust bag system. The robot itself has a fairly low profile at just under 10 centimeters, so it can get underneath furniture that taller robots might struggle with. There's also no traditional LiDAR tower sticking out from the top. Instead, the navigation hardware is positioned toward the front, combining a laser module, 3D sensing, and an integrated light. Underneath, you'll find the side brush, main brush, and Osmo Roller 3.0. This roller can extend toward the edges, while two front-facing spray nozzles prepare stubborn stains before the actual scrubbing starts. And that brings us to the part that makes this robot different. Most robot mops are great at handling everyday dust and light dirt, but dried stains are a different story. So we tested the X12 with things like soy sauce, coffee marks, mud, or even shoe prints. The interesting part is that it doesn't immediately send the mop roller across the mess. Instead, its focus jet system sprays water at up to 46,000 pascals of pressure, helping soften the stain first. You can activate this manually through jet mop mode, or let the AI detect stubborn areas automatically. Once the stain has been treated, the Osmo Roller 3.0 moves over it. And this isn't a flat mop pad. It's an actual rotating roller that scrubs the surface while continuously rinsing itself with clean water. That combination makes sense because you're essentially getting 3 steps in sequence: loosen the stain, scrub it, and keep the roller clean while doing it. For everyday cleaning, there's also a regular cleaning solution. And when you're dealing with tougher messes, the heavy-duty solution is there for extra help. Of course, a robot like this still needs to be good at vacuuming. The X12 uses 22,000 pascals of suction, and that gives it enough power to handle everyday debris such as dust, crumbs, and dirt without needing multiple passes. But suction isn't the only thing that matters. Hair can be one of the biggest annoyances with robot vacuums because it tends to wrap around the brush. The X12 tackles this with its zero-tangle system, which directs hair toward the suction path instead of allowing it to build up around the roller. That means less time spent pulling hair out of the brush after every few cleaning cycles. Edges are another area where robot vacuums can leave a noticeable strip of dirt behind. The X12 uses True Edge 3.0, which allows the roller to extend outward toward walls and baseboards. Sensors help maintain its position along the edge, so it can keep the roller close to the wall instead of constantly drifting away. Mixed flooring is where the X12's automation becomes more interesting. When it detects carpet, it lifts the roller and deploys a protective roller shield. This helps prevent the wet cleaning roller from directly contacting the carpet. It also follows a carpets-first cleaning approach. The robot can vacuum carpets while they're dry before moving on to mopping the hard floors. That matters because you don't want a wet roller moving directly from a dirty floor onto your carpet. Instead, the X12 keeps the two cleaning tasks more separated, which makes the overall process feel more deliberate. A robot can have all the cleaning power in the world, But if it keeps getting stuck, none of it matters. The X12 uses AIVI 3D 4.0 to identify objects around the floor, including things like cables, shoes, and smaller obstacles. Rather than simply pushing into everything in its path, it can recognize these objects and navigate around them. There's also TruePass, which helps the robot deal with tighter areas and find a more efficient route through the home. And when you want more control, the app gives you plenty of options. You can select individual rooms, decide the cleaning order, adjust suction and water levels, change cleaning speed, and choose how many passes the robot makes. You don't always need to reach for your phone either. The built-in Yeeco voice assistant lets you give commands such as cleaning a particular room, repeating an area, or sending the robot back to its station. There's also a front-facing camera that can provide a live view, which is useful if you want to quickly check what's happening at home while you're away. And because the X12 supports Matter, it can also work with compatible smart home ecosystems. The station is probably the biggest reason this robot is so convenient. The OmniCyclone station automatically empties the robot's dustbin, supplies clean water, collects dirty water, and handles roller maintenance. After cleaning, the roller is washed and then dried using hot air at around 63 degrees Celsius. That helps reduce moisture and odors, while also making sure the robot is ready for its next cleaning session. The large 1.6-liter dust container also means you're not constantly dealing with a tiny disposable bag. There is one trade-off, though. Because this is the bagless version, you still need to manually empty that container from time to time. For larger homes, the X12 supports cleaning coverage of up to 1,000 square meters. And if the battery gets low during a long session, Power Boost charging can add around 10 to 13% battery in just 3 minutes during a station stop. So instead of waiting around for a full recharge, it can get enough power to continue working relatively quickly. The X12 OmniCyclone isn't just about strong suction or smart features. It's about how everything works together. It can pre-treat stains, scrub and rinse the floor, handle carpets and hard floors, avoid obstacles, and even wash and dry its own roller. The bagless station is another advantage if you don't want disposable dust bags, although the X12 Pro Omni is a better fit if you prefer that system. Overall, if you want a robot that handles more of the cleaning with less intervention, the X12 OmniCyclone makes a strong case. So, what creates the biggest mess in your home? Food stains, pet hair, muddy footprints, or something else? Let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching. If you found it helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more reviews.